Hello you guys, it's Lexi. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. I've been on a little break for personal issues and helping family out, but I am back. I haven't forgotten about my channel or posting. And I was going through some topics with the mental health and addiction recovery and just self-discovery. Okay. And I was thinking about recovery because it's so hard to get out of addiction, because when it gets its claws in you, they can sink really deep. And before I got this job, I knew about addiction. I knew about recovery. But as you get to see it like face to face and talk to people that, like, going through it and experiencing it, it really opens your eyes to a whole nother level. And something that was on my heart for a while, and I don't know why I haven't talked about this yet, is recovery. And I see a lot of best friends, family members, couples, they try to go through their recovery together because they've been through their addiction together, or they have some kind of shared trauma or experience, trauma bond, whatever. And I see a lot of times that people will come in together and they both want treatment, and which is wonderful. And then I see that a lot of times, 50% of the time, if one person falls off, then the other tends to fall off too. Whether they're doing good or not, they could be doing well, still will fall off. And I just wanted to put it out there that it's good to have accountability partners, but at the end of the day, your journey is your journey. Your recovery is your recovery. And same as your weight loss is your weight loss. And it's nice to have someone going through the same thing with us, but at the end of the day, it is ours. So if somebody falls off the wagon or goes off track, remember that you're there to help support them and try your best to keep them lifted up however they need it. But at the end of the day, you're still focusing on your recovery. You can try to help, but don't let it be at your detriment, so to speak. And I see that a lot. I see a lot of people doing so well, and then it's kind of like, what happened? And then you figure out, like, oh, their husband stopped coming, or, you know, the boyfriend, whoever relapsed, and so they didn't see a need. And another thing that I see a lot is, if you do start off with friends or partners, however many there is, and say there's two of you. One, if you falls off, the other keeps going and finishes the recovery, and this is crooked. They finish the recovery and start this new chapter in their life, this new journey. I will see friendships end or relationships end because there's this, maybe a level of it is jealousy, and there's this sorry, I have this selfie stick and I'm just not very stable, and it's the sense of maybe a little bit of jealousy, a little bit of embarrassment, and even some animosity, because it's like, well, they finished, I didn't finish. And it's not that. Sometimes they truly are just perturbed, but sometimes they truly are happy for that person. I think it just makes them feel bad because they see where they could have been, but they didn't make it. But if you're on that side of the fence, that's okay too. Don't let someone else's journey stop you from your journey. If you fall off, it's okay to fall. Just don't stay down there. Hop back up and try it again. It is very hard, but the fact that you've done it once, you can always do it again and again and again. Don't think you have to start recovery and just go straight through, no stopping, just, you know, no collecting money. No, that's not how it works. You may relapse. You may fall off the wagon. Things may happen. You don't just set yourself up, say, I'm going to do this recovery, I'm going to go straight through. Some people do. That's amazing. But if you don't, that is okay. Don't let it stop you. And we have to remember that healing is not linear. I need to work on stability. I got it. Healing is not linear. Grieving is not linear. Addiction and recovery are not linear. You have to go with your flow, no one else's. You only have your flow. And if yours is kind of like this, like up and down, that's okay. Some people like this, but I've seen a lot of ups and downs, but they're still trending up like the stock market, you know? And don't beat yourself up. And through your recovery, through your own journey, you have a testimony. One might have a testimony, say, hey, I started, went straight through, you know, this was hard, that was easy, this is what I learned. And somebody else might have a testimony. I started, I stopped, I started, I stopped, I started, I stopped, back and forth. And someone needs to hear that story too. So everybody's on their own journey and their own path for a reason, because we all have a testimony and we can all share that with whoever we need to. And then I learned a lot about addiction recovery, because also we have the right to withhold our testimony. We can be discerning of who not to share it with. I have seen people lay everything out, share their testimony, and give their all to help somebody else, and it doesn't work, and then they end up beating themselves up for that. You can lead the horse to the water. You can't make it drink, even if it's in the middle of the Mojave Desert in August. You do your best. Don't set yourself on fire to keep other people warm. You try to help, give a step up, and that's all you can do. Encouragement and everything. Just be support. And but I've seen a lot of people get burned. They share their testimony, and sometimes it comes back to bite them, or someone will use it against them, but that's okay. That speaks to their character, not yours. And so that was been on my heart for a while. Your recovery is your recovery. Your story is your story. Your testimony is your testimony. And don't let anyone staying on or falling off track, make you deviate from your journey, from your path. We all have a path to take. Whether even outside of recovery and addiction, we all have a path. And that's really been on my heart. And I'll make another video touching on this later, a bit more in depth. But I thought I would hop on. It was still on my heart real heavy. And just do like a little quick synopsis. But I'll get into more depth, because there's a lot that goes into, and we'll break it down more. But I am back. I'm going to get back on my videos, and all is going to be well. So have a wonderful day. It is Veterans Day, the 11th. I'm off, which is weird. I'm off this Friday. So hope y'all have a wonderful evening, and I will be back tomorrow. Bye.